Good evening, everyone. Hi, my name is Maya Jacobs.
And my name is Paige Prentice.
And we would like to welcome you to the Finance Society
Spotlight. To get us started off on the right foot for the evening, we'd like to invite our Dean, John Cadis, to welcome us in a word of prayer. Let's give him a round of applause.
My cup runneth over. Praise God for this evening. I am so impressed with the work that you guys have done to organize this amazing event. I would put the Colangelo College of Business Finance program against any in the world. Don't you agree? Yeah. And I'll tell you, it's not just because of the amazing faculty we have, but it's because of the amazing students that we have. And so I am super grateful to be able to be the Dean of the Colangelo College of Business. I want to welcome and thank all of our corporate and finance partners that are here today. You guys mean the world to us, and you mean the world to these students. So I'm going to lead us in prayer and encourage you to have a wonderful evening. So bow your heads. Father God, as we come to you this moment, we come to you with joy and anticipation of a life well lived. Lord, we ask that you give us your wisdom and your favor, that you focus us on your will, so that we can take this career in finance, this career in money and dollars and work and wealth management and wealth creation, and turn it into your transformation, so that our clients and our customers and the future clients and customers of these students will be impacted in a positive way through a relationship with your Son, Jesus Christ. We pray this, and we ask you, Lord, to bless this meal tonight and everyone here in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Thank you so much. Let's give him one more round of applause. All right, so to start off the evening, Maya, do you want to go ahead and give us a little bit of the rundown of events?
Yes, all right. So we are so excited to have you all here tonight. Paige and I have put our blood, sweat, and tears into this event, and it has been our pride and joy for these past couple weeks. Honestly, our favorite part is having you all here, but most importantly, just seeing this event come to fruition. We're going to get started with the event with some more networking right after this, and please help yourself to more refreshments and some more food in the conference room. And after that, we will be having our title sponsor, Vanguard, come up and speak for a couple minutes for, sorry, there's a bee on stage. After that, Vanguard is going to come on and share a little bit about their program and what they do and what they're looking for at tonight's event. And we're just looking for anything that we can do to help them find what they're truly looking for at GCU and how GCU can help them and all of our sponsors here tonight.
All right, after that wonderful word from Vanguard, we'll be moving into our clubs and organization spotlight section. Here at the Colangelo College of Business, we are fortunate enough to have 9 student-led clubs and organizations that are finance-focused. Each one of those organizations will have a chance to present what they have done throughout the past academic year, announce their new leadership team for next year, and what they're looking forward to. After that, Maya?
We will have our host, Noah Mahirwa. He will be coming on and he will be presenting our 3 other Spotlight Awards, our Servant Leadership Award, our Innovation Award, and our Faculty of the Year Award. We would also like to point you in the direction of our brochure or program for the evening, where you will find a QR code that you can scan on your phone or any other device that you have, where you will find more information about all of the clubs and organizations here in attendance tonight and all of the clubs that helped put this event on. With that being said, after Paige and I are done wrapping up, I guess we are.
Yeah.
We would like to introduce Vanguard, our title sponsor. So if everyone could give them a round of applause. Thank you so much, Melissa. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to tonight's honorees. My name is Melissa Bilcheski. I am a regional director at Vanguard in our advice group, and I'm here with some of my colleagues, and we're thrilled to be here to celebrate with you. Tonight is about excellence. It's about discipline, curiosity, and the commitment each of you have shown to mastering the field that this plays in vital people's roles in financial lives. Being recognized as an outstanding achievement and is no small accomplishment. You should be proud of the work that you have put in here. On behalf of Vanguard, it's our privilege to celebrate these achievements with you. At Vanguard, we believe finance is ultimately about people, their goals, their hopes, and they trust the trust they place in us. Our mission is simple but a powerful one: to help investors achieve long-term financial success. What makes the mission unique is that it truly guides how we operate and how we lead and serve every day. We exist to help investors achieve their long-term financial success, and that mission isn't just a statement, it's how we make decisions every day. Our culture is built around 4 pillars: investor zeal, inclusive crew, character, and tenacity. These values reflect who we are at our best, acting with integrity, collaborating across differences, and staying focused on what matters most, even when the market or circumstances are challenging. Beyond professional fulfillment, Vanguard is committed to supporting the whole person. Our approach as an employer is designed to promote financial, physical, and personal well-being, so people can not only thrive at work, but in life. We believe that an organization can only succeed when their people do. That's why we encourage our crew, our employees, to grow their skills, broaden their perspectives, and build meaningful careers that align with a purpose. So as you think about what's next, I invite you to consider not just where you'll work, but why. At Vanguard, you'll find meaningful work, a value-driven culture, and a place where you can impact can truly matter. Congratulations again on your achievements. We believe the future in finance is bright, and we hope to be part of that journey with you. Thank you.
All right, well, with that wonderful announcement right here, I'm going to release you guys back to some networking. Please help yourself to some appetizers in the conference room over there. Mingle, take your photos for LinkedIn, and we'll see you back here in about 20 minutes.
All right, all right, all right. Let's start grabbing our seats and we'll get started. All right, let's start finding our seats. Phenomenal, you ready? All right. All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the first, or depending on how these jokes go, last Finance Society Spotlight Gala. My name is Noah Muhirgwa, although some people do call me Unc, but tonight you guys can just call me Noah. I'll be your host this evening, and can I please just say, everybody here looks absolutely incredible. Please, round of applause for yourselves. Everyone here looks good enough to make my Visco tonight, so let's grab some pictures afterwards. So this is really a really incredible room. I'd like to thank the sponsors, hopefully looking for talent tonight, and for the students, hopefully looking for health insurance. So sponsors, thank you so much for being here. We've all spent months and months practicing our elevator pitches in the shower for you. And if there is a student looking a little caffeinated at your table today, it's because they were sending out a lot of networking emails. So for the sponsors, I'd love to thank Vanguard for being the headline sponsor, and also like to thank Trivent, G4 Wealth, Blue Trust, Affirm Wealth Advisors, Crescent, TFO Family Office Partners, Charles Schwab, and Westpac Wealth Partners. Please give these sponsors a round of applause. Don't you guys just love this place? I personally love GCU. It's the only school in the country where you get sunshine all day, world-class education, a Chick-fil-A sandwich, and kind of an unwanted disease on 27th, all in a 3-mile radius. But personally, I love this campus. Our Grand Canyon is living where everybody does live. The rivers and making the long trek to where everybody wants to be, which is at the Grove Pool. So I was there at the Grove Pool actually not too long ago, catching my monthly tan, and I look great. And I was scrolling through TikTok, and I realized that the internet actually calls us a Mickey Mouse school, kind of a fake university, because nobody's kind of heard of us. Everyone only knows us for our basketball team. But I was looking at it and I was like, this is really weird because I don't think Disney World has a van going to Buffalo Chip every Friday. And I also don't think, I love it there, and I also don't think that there's a 40% graduation rate at Disney World, which leads me to then say, everybody here is actually in the 1%. Granted, that is judged on 4-year academics and most of our students graduate in 2. So when I got the call to do this, I got the call at 3 p.m., and the first thing I thought to myself was, who's calling me this early? Yes, I had just woken up, and Paige and Maya, who did a phenomenal job setting this event up together. Please give them a round of applause for that. So they called me and they said, Noah, we'd love for you to host this event. And I was kind of like, I don't know. I just woken up. Wasn't really feeling it. But then they told me there'd be free food, and I was like, tell me place, time, hour. But overall, we've got a phenomenal, phenomenal event for you guys tonight. Every club here kind of does the same thing, but that's kind of all right. Everybody here is part of every other club, which is also all right. If anything, it just shows the camaraderie that we have here at GCU. So with that being said, I would like to welcome and start the spotlight. We'll start with there we go. We'll start with the investment fund, the place where I started. And I'd like to welcome the guy that almost never speaks, upcoming portfolio manager, Colby. Okay, so, no mujer again. It's fine. So, I started in the investment fund about 3 years ago. It was fall of 2023 when we got the opportunity to manage then $1.25 million. And through the hard work and the partnerships with the College of Business, we've managed to grow it to about $5 million assets under management. All real money that we invest in the capital markets. The best thing that has come out of the investment fund outside from our returns is the camaraderie and the group that we were able to build together. And so all of our individuals learn how to research companies, analyze industries, build financial models, and make pitches. They perform pitches based on the data and the valuation that they come up with, and we're able to buy into it. And so I'd like to give a big shout out to Carson and also Colby for creating the Investment Banking Club, which allows our students and it allows our students to have a strong pipeline into investment banking, which is phenomenal because we also boast very strong internship and full-time job rates. I'd like to kind of think of the investment fund as like our little Harvard of the West, little nugget inside. So personally, it's been the best 3 years of my life performing, and it's been the best 3 years of my life being a part of such a wonderful, wonderful group of individuals.
Yeah, I guess to add to that is kind of my perspective on what we want to see in the future, or my goal with the investment fund for the future. The first thing is I just want there to be more money than when I started through appreciation or new investors. But my philosophy when doing that is kind of just how I got to learn this. It's just I had a mentor. He was the first person to get into investment banking. He took me under his wing, and through everything he taught me through DCF, three-statement, LBO, accretion dilution analysis, present transaction, basically every modeling you can imagine, I would say I got a little bit better at kind of this process, although the stock I'm most favorable of is UNH, but we're up again. Yeah, but through that, I was just really taught, and I think that's kind of my philosophy going forward is to teach people to be great analysts, and through that, the returns will follow. And thankfully, I'm not the only person that's trying to teach. I mean, Noah did a great job. Got people in Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. Carson, he's been not very helpful, but no, but he's helped a lot of people training and just go through everything through the industry research. And I think over time, I mean, it's only 3 years young, and over time, we'll naturally just get better analysts to get greater returns and better placement at internships and full-time roles. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Colby. Up next, let's please welcome the duo that helps research and manage a public ETF, our favorite twins, Jaren and Dom.
Oh, he's joining me up on stage. Okay, here we go. What an amazing night for everyone to come out. Hope everyone's enjoying all the accommodations as well as everyone networking and getting to meet some new faces. We're very excited to talk a little bit about what we've been building over the last year. About 6 years ago, GCU launched the Student Managed Investment Fund. That was the foundation, students being trusted to manage real capital. About a year ago, this next step started as just a conversation, an idea that we believed in, but hadn't proven yet. Could we truly bring faith and finance together into something built not just for the classroom, but for the public? From there, we assembled the right team, not just finance students, but theology, marketing, computer science, and bringing them all together to work on something that really reflects the servant leadership that GCU is so fond of. With the support of Astrozoa Capital and Faith Investor Services, we weren't just given resources, we were given trust and real responsibility. And that trust pushed us to raise the standard. The vision was simple but ambitious. Build a faith-aligned investment strategy. Something that people could be proud of the investment that they got, but also proud of how they got that investment. One that doesn't necessarily rely on just surface-level screens, but a rigorous, repeatable process. One that fully integrates financial performance with moral alignment. A few weeks ago, we launched FTHB. Today, the faith-based core bond ETF is live. You can go on your Schwab or E-Trade and look it up. These moments almost don't feel real. Behind it is real work. Students running due diligence, supported by amazing folks who believed in us. This isn't theoretical, it's active, it's operating, and it's growing. And looking ahead, we believe that this is more than just a fund. We hope that this becomes a vessel, one that advances the kingdom, creates positive impact in a constantly changing world, and opens doors for future students to step into the same kind of responsibility that we had. To everyone who believed in this early, thank you. You didn't just support an idea, you helped us build something real. I want to now welcome someone whose weight is worth in gold, Dominic Behar.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dominic Behar. I lead the technology team for our ETF. Yes, ChatGPT can do a lot more than create your emails. So Jaron gave you the why. Let me walk you through how this actually works. It starts with our finance students doing the due diligence on the Bloomberg terminals. They're running real credit fundamental analysis, yield duration, liquidity, and credit quality. That ensures we never compromise financial discipline. From there, the securities enter our AI screening engine. The AI does not make investment decisions. It doesn't make theological judgments. Its job is structured evidence classification. It scans SEC filings, regulatory actions, enforcement records, and credible public sources. It maps those findings to our theological criteria and assigns a faith alignment score to every security. And here's the key. The score is explainable. Every output is tied to real evidence. Nothing is a black box. After that, our theology students step in, they review every flagged security, assess it through a biblical lens, and make the final call. Every decision is documented. Finally, the research goes to Astrozoa Capital, who executes official portfolio construction and strategy implementation. So what you're looking at is a 4-layer system: financial rigor, AI-powered consistency, human theological oversight, and professional portfolio management. That's not a class project, that's a live product you can pull up on your phone right now. All of our students have put in so much work to just get this ready to launch, but officially launching means the real work is just beginning.
Thank you, Jaron, and thank you, Dom. Next, please join me in welcoming Development, a group that we don't really know what they do, but what we do know is they get to drive golf carts around campus. If you catch them, they'll give you a ride. Please help me welcome Bradley Robertson.
I don't have the clickers. That's actually true. The amount of times that I've been stopped by someone going, "Hey, can you give me a ride?" And all of a sudden I'm at the LPC dropping someone off to get a workout in. It's great. Hi guys, my name is Bradley Robertson, and in just a couple of weeks, I will be graduating with my bachelor's degree in finance. Once upon a time, I thought that I could just watch The Big Short and call it a day. And it turns out that's not true. Thankfully, I know that now. But it really is such a blessing. Even just watching the guys that were just up here, I've gotten to work with Noah on the Smith and the guys who were just up here on the ETF. It's really cool to see everything that GCU is doing and to just look around and see so many peers and friends who have been a part of this journey and to continue to build such an amazing college of business. About a year ago, I had the opportunity to join the development team as a student worker. Originally, the development team was created because GCU was growing so fast that it became difficult to keep track of all of the relationships and people connecting with the university. As a result, relationships were sometimes falling through the cracks and people weren't being stewarded well. Today, one of the main areas we focus on is bringing in partners and sponsors who support projects that directly impact students. Some of you may not know this, but GCU has not raised tuition in 18 years, and we do not receive government funding. That does not mean that we stop pursuing exciting projects or creating great opportunities. Instead, we've had the privilege of watching members of our community step in and help make a change in students' lives. Take T.W. Lewis, for example. Because of his generosity, the Student Center for Success was built. And now, just down that hall, sits the only broadcast studio housed in a college of business in the country. Come on, yes. That's cool. You're gonna hear from our money mentors in a moment, but right now we are working to build the peer-to-peer financial literacy center, which will sit right where all of you guys are sitting. So we're gonna have to get a new overflow space at some point, but we're gonna have a dedicated place to teach financial literacy across the entire campus. We're also raising support for a new trading floor, which will allow our ETF and student managed investment fund programs to continue growing as more students come to GCU looking to gain an advantage in their finance careers. None of these opportunities would be possible without the support of people, many who none of us will ever meet, but who are making a direct impact in all of our futures. The invitation remains wide open to those who want to support the next generation of young financial leaders and entrepreneurs and to create more opportunities for students who will follow after us. And for all of us students, this is also a reminder of the weight of the blessing that we have to be at a place like this, surrounded by opportunity and support that many students around the world could only dream of. Thank you all so much for being here. Have a great rest of your night.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bradley. So up next, please welcome the leaders of the club that somehow every other club has spawned out from. Let's welcome Mike and Ella from the Finance and Economics Club.
Hello, hello. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. When I look at this room, I don't just see students interested in finance. I see future leaders who are going to shape industries, and what's powerful is that it's already starting. This past year, the Finance Club didn't just grow, we built something real. We created opportunities. We brought new firms to campus and hosted 9 high-impact events, connecting students with over 25 to 35 professionals across investment banking, private equity, and wealth management. And those weren't just conversations. They turned into internships, job offers, and lasting relationships. And honestly, that's what I'm most proud of. We didn't just network. We built a community, a place where people feel comfortable reaching out, asking questions, and growing together. Because success in finance isn't a solo path. It's built on relationships. But more than that, we built with purpose. We also built for the future. We launched the Daily Market Recap podcast, growing from 1 episode a week to 4. Creating a platform for students to think like analysts every single day. We developed leaders, transitioning 20 members into associate and director roles, while strengthening our leadership development program. We expanded our reach, over 20,000 accounts reached, 150,000 impressions, and a 58% engagement rate on LinkedIn. But beyond all of that, we built culture. Through team bonding, through service, through showing up for each other, from volunteering at MLB spring training to assembling meal kits for families across Phoenix, impacting over 1,500 families across the valley. Because finance is about creating value, but as Christians, we know it's also because stewardship. It's about using what we've been given to serve others and make a lasting impact beyond ourselves. We also pushed into a new ground, launching the Bloomberg Ambassador Program, creating exclusive opportunities with firms like JP Morgan, Black Diamond Networks, and Goldbook Financial, and intentionally integrating faith into finance, creating space for conversations, studies, and accountability that challenge us to lead like Christ in everything we do. And for me personally, stepping into a new role late into the semester, my focus was simple: build something that lasts. Leadership isn't about position, it's about service. And true leadership, the kind that Christ modeled, is rooted in humility, sacrifice, and putting others before yourself. Everything we built this year has been grounded in that mindset, serving others and creating opportunities that outlast one person. Getting the Market Recap podcast up and running was just the start, but what matters most is what it becomes moving forward, because this club isn't just about 1 year or one leader. It's about what we leave behind. The standard has been raised, the foundation is strong, and the future is in great hands. And I truly believe that the best days of this organization and program, finance as a whole, are still ahead, not just in success, but in the impact that we make. It's my honor to introduce the next president of the Finance and Economics Club, someone who represents both excellence and servant leadership, Ella Turner.
Hello, everyone. As Michael said, my name is Ella Turner, and I'm truly honored to be stepping into this role as president for the Finance and Economics Club. This club means a lot to me personally. As a freshman, I walked in not really knowing what to expect, but I was immediately surrounded by people who pushed me to grow. I learned how to network, how to carry myself professionally, and how to dream bigger about my future. But more than that, I was put in a room full of A-teamers. I've always been told if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're probably in the wrong room. I've also been told that you are who you surround yourself with. I can confidently say that at Finance and Econ, I'm surrounding myself with the right people, the 1%ers, as some may say. What really separates this club is the heart behind it. Yes, we care about connecting with professionals and landing internships, but even more than that, we care about who we're becoming. Our mission is centered around developing servant-minded leaders, leaders who strive to lead like Christ, putting others first, serving with humility, and acting with integrity in everything we do. We want to pursue excellence not just in our careers, but in our character. As our mission statement says, we want to grow as professionals, but also as friends, future spouses, and leaders who serve others with purpose and impact. I want to take a moment to recognize a few people who have been instrumental in building what this club is today. Roman and Carter have truly been the backbone this year, consistently putting together incredible events that have raised the standard, and that momentum is something that we will carry forward. Derek and his team did an amazing job launching our leadership development program, which is only going to continue growing stronger next semester as we invest even more into mentorship and developing future leaders in this club. I'm also incredibly excited to work alongside our new Senior Vice President, Brody Shepard. I know we share the same vision for where we're headed. And as I look forward to this next year, one word comes to mind: elevate. We are going to raise the standard in every area: our events, our leadership, our culture, and the way we show up for one another. We are going to charge forward with not only the goal of making an impact here on this campus, but making an impact for the kingdom of God. We're just getting started, and I truly believe the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you both. Now, before I welcome Danny and Paige to talk about the FPA, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Trevor Parsons, who's been nominated by his peers for his tremendous time commitment and help at all the events. So thank you, Trevor. And now let's welcome Paige and Danny.
How's everybody doing tonight? You guys look great. Excited to see everyone. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of new faces. I'm excited to see the future of the finance clubs. My name is Danny Paulson. I've had the pleasure of serving on GCU FPA for 3 years now. Getting ready to graduate. I got like 2 weeks left, just like Brad. Excited to see where you guys go next year. See, we got the slides working. So looking back at this year, we've hosted quite a few events. We had quite a few folks come in. I think we've got 12 events that we did this year. 22 advisors came in and got to meet with our students, learn who they are, kind of what they do, and really introduce them and get them connected for hopefully internships and jobs after college. Some of my favorite events this year, we did a Millionaire Mindset event. We had a great turnout. For all you club leaders next year, I don't know where you guys are, you're in the crowd. If you bring canes, raising canes, the students will come. So that's my one piece of advice. So yeah, always be learning from all these folks, these great folks throughout these clubs, and try to get involved as much as you can. But yeah, it's been a great year serving with FPA, and I'd love to introduce our next president, Paige.
Thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you, Danny, for your leadership. We are really going to miss you next year. But with that, I by no means could do this by myself. So firstly, I want to highlight the amazing team that will be leading FPA with me. So when I say your name, well, with one caveat, please stand, wave, meet these people. They are amazing. If you're sitting next to them, get to know them. Firstly, our Director of Operations, Jacob Gomez. Let's give him a round of applause. Our treasurer, Caleb Ivy. My partner in crime for this event, but more importantly, executive director for next year, Maya Jacobs. And the man who is doing literally behind the scenes work, my VP, Roman Zanopoulos, who's operating the slides. Roman, if we can skip a couple slides to that QR code. Okay, so for my vision for next year, we have 3 big goals. Number 1, for the professionals in the room, FPA is looking to launch a professional advisory board. This means we'll meet quarterly to discuss what we've been doing, what we're looking forward to doing, and ultimately, we want your input. We want to pick your brains. We want to know what you think will work. We want your insight, your professional experience. So if you're interested in joining that, scan the QR code. It's the first one on the QR code. Secondly, you've got an option with that. You can commit your brain power, your time, financial resources as well. I believe it is a 501c3 tax deductible donation, so, keep that up there. We would love to partner with you in any way possible. Your support really means a ton. It's really why we can put on this event tonight. This will happen next year, and we're thinking about making several other events. We'll talk about one in a second. That will be strictly for our advisory board members only. So if you want access to our 1% of students like this, join the board. Okay, second big initiative. We are having a case study summit. Who's wanting to get into wealth management, financial advising here? Can I get a hand raise? Oh yeah, let's go. You guys are the best. So for those of you that raised your hand, we are launching a case study summit. It will be similar to this event. However, you'll have 3 to 4 months to prepare a case study on a comprehensive financial plan. For GCU, we really don't get the opportunity to really do that until your senior year capstone. So if you're a freshman, a sophomore, well, I guess not a junior, but incoming junior, and you want access to this, scan that QR code. Everything's in the QR code. Tentative date, November 10th, 6 p.m. right here. It's a Tuesday night. Mark your calendars now. Lastly, open positions. We are looking for 1 director of development. You'll work with Brad's development team and recruiting more freshmen. And secondly, 2 events coordinators to help us put on events like this. If you're interested, guess what I'm going to say? Scan the QR code. With that, it's been really a pleasure and joy to put on this event, to work with most of the students in this room on this event, other events. Really, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. And with that, have a great night.
Phenomenal job. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Paige, and thank you a lot, Danny. Okay, so up next is the club that is phenomenal at raising money, and it almost makes me think that instead of finance, these women should go into politics. So please help me welcome women in finance, Sarah and Sophia.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah Stander. It's so good to see you all. When I first became involved with the finance extracurriculars, I realized that there were very few females involved. And in that moment, we knew something had to change. It's no secret that finance is a very male-dominated industry, but instead of accepting that, we decided to do something about it. So, in November of 2024, we had our very first Women in Finance event. And I'll never forget that moment, seeing a group of female GCU students who were curious, ambitious, and wanting to make a change, all be in the same room, looking for the same thing, a place where they could grow, support one another, and begin to see themselves as leaders within the industry. I want to take a moment to thank two incredible people who are here today who have been supporters of this mission since day one. So Jessica Bailey with UBS and Nicole Corning with Pathlight Advisors, will you please stand? Roman, if you go to the next slide, you guys will see that these two phenomenal ladies were our very first Women in Finance event speakers, and since then they've been an amazing support system, and they've truly guided us and have helped us be where we are today. So thank you so much. We greatly appreciate you. After that event, we realized that GCU does need a Women in Finance organization where females could come together and realize that they can succeed and lead in a career in finance. So since then, we've had many other events with various finance professionals and even some of our own professors like Dr. Clady and Dr. Carbon. All of these events had one purpose, and that was to inspire females to pursue and keep pursuing a career in finance. A core value of Women in Finance is building strong connections with industry professionals. So that is why we've taken groups to organize office visits and even a women's conference. With these events, our members were able to get firsthand experience connecting with these professionals and seeing what their career in finance can look like. Now, after we had a couple of events and a couple of these office visits, it became clear that this was much more than that. This was a movement. So, in January of 2026, I'm so happy to say that GCU, Women in Finance became an official club recognized by GCU. A big thank you to Professor Alan Klimenoff for all your support and guidance. We truly would have not been able to do it without you, so thank you so much. Since becoming official, we've continued to grow our impact on campus. Through fundraisers like bake sales, we've been able to raise money to support our members and keep the door open for continuous opportunities. We've also partnered with different clubs like Women in Business and the Student Managed Investment Fund, just so we could expose these female students to more opportunities to get involved and start leading. And lastly, a core value of Women in Finance is giving back, just realizing how fortunate we are. Through our organized volunteer days, we've been able to give back to our community, which has been incredible. Roman, if you go to the next slide. The next slide. All of this would not have been possible without this amazing team you see here today. Everybody on this screen is committed to challenging the status quo and making a change. And with that, I am so happy to announce that Sophia Pantina and Avery Boyer will be taking over as president and vice president next year. I have no doubt that they will take Women in Finance to even greater heights and keep making this an awesome organization. So thank you all for being part of this journey and for being part of the change. I'm going to hand it over to Sophia now.
Hi guys, well, nice to meet you all. My name is Sophia, and as Sarah said, I'm going to be a president next year of Women in Finance. So excited. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Sarah Standard, who built this wonderful foundation for us of Women in Finance. We couldn't do it without you, truly. Yeah, looking ahead, my vision for women in finance is simple. I want to continue to empower female finance students while also pushing to change what leadership in finance looks like. I want this club to be more than just meetings. I want it to be a space where you gain real exposure, real connections, and real confidence. That means more office visits, more network opportunities, and more times of meeting professionals. At the end of the day, my goal is that women walk away from this club not with just knowledge, but with confidence. Confidence to take up space, to ask questions, and to go after opportunities you may have never considered before. I'm really excited for this opportunity and for our year ahead. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I promise, guys, we are getting through this. So up next is Jack and Derek to tell us about the CFP. Finally, a club that we get to learn about that isn't filled with the exact same people as all the other clubs.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's a lot cooler people in the CFP world, let me tell you. How we doing tonight, guys? My name is Jack Edlin, senior here at GCU, studying finance with an emphasis in financial planning. Just want to say what an honor it is. Huge shout out to Paige and Maya for all your hard work and dedication. If you guys were here, they were here at like 8 a.m., 7 a.m. this morning, doing flowers, blowing up balloons, the whole 9 yards. So really amazing. So thank you guys for this opportunity. So I just want to provide a little background on the CFP major here at GCU. We had very humble beginnings back in 2022 with only 11 students. In 2023, we had 140, and now today we're sitting at around 300. And let me tell you, that percent growth, I wrote it down here, did the math on my easy calculator real quick, was 2,627% growth in just a few years. And that's huge thank you to Dr. Clady and Dr. Alan Klivenoff. That would not have been possible without you guys. That is 2.5 times greater than NVIDIA stock, so I want my money with them, I'll tell you what. Anyways, get into the good stuff here. The CFP board has recognized the amazing growth here at GCU and has decided to partner with us directly. So we get to serve as the voice of the CFP board here on campus, speaking life into the students about the amazing career fields that are out there. So just super blessed to be here tonight, and to be able to represent the CFP board here on campus is an amazing opportunity. Now, as I pass the torch over to Derek for a few more things here.
Thank you. They always tell you not to follow the best act, so Jack's probably the best out there. He's a TEDx legend, and he does have to go to a TEDx event right now, so if we could give him a round of applause as he exits the stage. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack. Like he said, my name is Derek Criddle. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit as my headshot. But I'm very excited to be next academic year's CFP student liaison with Pepper Shima, my colleague. We're getting some stuff planned together for next year, some things that you can look forward to. We're going to be doing an AI workshop. We're going to be showcasing what financial advisory firms are using in regards to AI and how students can learn these techniques and get ahead in the workforce. And as well as that, we're going to be focusing a lot on the freshmen next year, the orientation, the O groups, just really expanding our market to those new students who may have not heard of the CFP program, so they can see how this might benefit them and if it's something they want to get into. And also collaborating with all the clubs that are here. Just like Danny said, we can sponsor Canes, so that's a huge push to get us on those events if you want to. But yeah, I'm very excited. Jack and Cameron laid a great foundation of what me and Pepper will be doing next year, and I look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you.
Nice one. All right. Okay, great. Thank you guys very much. Now, we are, I promise, getting through it. For the abandoned little brother of the clubs, who somehow still managed to get funding, the Accounting Society, let's please bring up, let's please bring up Sam and G. Thank
Thank you. Thank you, Noah, for the great introduction. Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you guys for allowing us to speak, and I want to start by having Michael stand up. Michael Zamora. I wanted to say thank you for inviting us to this event. It was last minute, and I know you went out of your way to get us into this. Thank you so much. And you may be seated. So I want to start by telling you guys my name. My name is Gikandira Marwaneza. You can't say that. I just go by G for short. Most people call me G. And I had the honor of serving as a county society president this year. But I want to be clear. President is a moniker worn by everybody in the executive team. Everything accomplished this year was accomplished by everybody. Not everything belongs to me. Everything belongs to the whole team, including the advisors, including Jennifer Hopkins, Kelly Dameron, who are the professors at GCU, and they led us throughout the way and made sure that we had success, even when we were being a bit lazy. I'm going to be honest, but they kept us on our toes for sure. Originally slated to serve as vice president, when the president stepped away, I immediately jumped at the opportunity to serve as president. Didn't know what was in store for me. I just gave everything to God and just gave him gratitude and let him take the wheel. Fast forward a year later, the county society has grown by 40%, averaging 22.3 students per meeting, which is a lot more than when I started last year. We had like 8 people in the meeting. So that's huge growth, and that's all driven by a 10% increase in our social media engagement, which is a huge deal. And that's thanks to Lucia, who isn't here today, but she was our marketing director. And I want to have all of my executive team stand up. Luis, who was our vice president. Mia, who was our secretary treasurer. And Lucia, who isn't here right now. But they all played a huge part in our club growth, and I couldn't do it without them. Everything happens for a reason, and I feel like I recruited Sam at first, and I recruited Mia at first for this very reason, because they were very proactive, and I wanted accountants to be proactive, because we're known as introverts, but I'm more of an extrovert, so it was kind of like, let me try to pair myself up with a bit more extroverts so we could grow the club in student engagement, et cetera. So what started as uncertainty for me in terms of the Accounting Society Club and leading it became one of the best gifts of my life and one of the best experiences. And they honestly pushed me to work harder in school and try harder on tests, because I had to be an example as the Accounting Society president. So I thank everybody that helped put me in this position. And I want to introduce Sam, who was our project manager. Sam, the club is in great hands. It is now my privilege to pass the torch. Please give a warm welcome to your incoming president of the GCU Accounting Society, Sam Alchin.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Sam. First and foremost, I just want to give all the glory to God. I couldn't have done any of this without first trusting and believing in something greater than myself. And I also want to give a shout out to my professors and advisors, Professor Hopkins and Professor Kelly. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it today, but they're here in spirit. And they've helped me and supported me in this club more times than I can count, as well as providing flexibility and funding for planning events as a project manager. I also want to give a shout out to the Women in Business and the Finance Club, who've helped plan this event even on a tight deadline and made everything happen. In years prior, our club was far less proactive in planning events as well as developing our youth and our freshman class. So my job this past year as a project manager was to plan events that would help bring students together with networking opportunities, firm tours, as well as meet and greets that get students an idea of just what professionals do on the day-to-day basis. Sorry about that. My favorite event that I organized this past year was the pickleball tournament with my help here with G.
We have seen nearly a 40% increase, and these pickleball tournaments were a good way for students to get outside of the classroom and make friends through friendly competition. My vision as a future president is to foster a community where students can grow, learn, connect with one another, as well as discover real-world career opportunities beyond just the classroom. These opportunities include helping members find internships, earn industry certifications that help strengthen their resumes, while most importantly, putting them in front of real professionals that they can learn from and network with. So, in order to shout out my next leadership team, please stand up if I should say your name. Luis Gastiolan as the Vice President, Mia Burgos as my Secretary, Mason Killeron as my Treasurer, as well as Angel Ornelius Gonzalez as my Replacement Project Manager. Thank you again for having us, and God bless.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. All right. We are almost at the finish line. We've got one more. So to close us out, let's please welcome many money mentors, the group that will give you the answers to all your money problems, but also repeat them back to you in a podcast. So please welcome Colin and Jack.
Thank you, Noah. And hello, everybody. My name is Colin Trang, and I'm a financial coach with GCU Money Mentors.
And I'm Jack Randall. I'm also a financial coach for the Money Mentors, and just wanted to shout out our other 3 Money Mentors, Paige, who basically put on this whole event, Ella, who's the new Finance and Econ president, and Paul Escarcega. Yeah, amazing coaches, super excited to work alongside them. And yeah, kind of just wanted to give an overview of what we do. So what we do is we help provide financial guidance to students all across GCU, whether that's in person or online. For any student that has any sort of financial question, they book a time with us, and we are the ones that are to help them, whether that's through budgeting, student loan debt, credit card debt, the whole 9 yards we have met with. We've met with 200 students since November. To put that into perspective, that's how many was on the very top end of how we were to be in an entire calendar year of 2026. So what we have managed to do here is to give students stability, comfort, and confidence, that's a good word, confidence financially to be able to keep going here in school, but also in the real world when they get out there. When students come to us, they are stressed about their credit card debt, they're stressed about their student loan debt, they're stressed about a whole number of things. And when we see students come in and when they leave, we have measurements that show that they are less stressed. We have, measurements that show they are more confident about their financial future. We have KPIs that, have shown that we are actually just destroying expectations. We have been aiming for 4 out of 5s, and we've been hitting 4.6s this entire semester since November. So what we're doing here is making an impact for students now and in the future. And I wanted to pass it off to Colin to show you how what he's building is going to continually make an impact.
Yes, thank you, Jack. And we have 2 very big announcements for the future of Money Mentors. Now, like Brad from Development already mentioned, we are moving out of our 3rd floor study room and into the brand new Financial Literacy Center. That's gonna be in the back of here. We're gonna have 3 more offices. It's gonna be great. You know, I'm gonna miss walking into the study room and seeing just formulas, molecules listed out on the whiteboard. I don't know what nursing student is there, but they're killing it. Luckily, I only have to fill out coloring books, so I'm very thankful. The next big announcement is something we just actually started to pursue. So this whole year has just kind of been about learning what the average GCU student really needs from financial coaching. And the one thing that almost every single student comes in for is budgeting. And right now we use Excel. Now as finance students, we live in the sheets. But outside of CCOB, it's not really as common. It's really overwhelming and just really unintuitive for the average student. And the other solution for them that we were thinking about is like, maybe we can like have them recommend a budgeting app or something, but normally that costs money. It costs 10 to 20 bucks a month. It just doesn't make sense on a student budget to do that. So we decided, why don't we create our own solution? So I'm excited to announce that GCU Money Mentors is currently developing our own budgeting app. It'll be very straightforward. So basically, you set your budgeting goals, your budget set up, you add your transactions, and then track it. See how we're doing. And then that allows the students to be able, like how am I doing month to month, and get them actually a professional app that they can use for free. And Roman, if you go to the next slide. Since we're building our own budgeting app, we actually get access to the data. So we have our back-end side, the Money Mentor side, where we're able to see how students are doing month to month. That turns us from a reactive, you come in, make a meeting, to a proactive service. We won't be micromanaging, it's just able to see the behavior side of personal finance. So those are our two very big announcements. We're very proud of the work that we've done and are very excited for the future of Money Mentors.
Awesome, phenomenal job. So now I'd like to welcome up two very handsome gentlemen, Carter and Roman, to give out the Spotlight Awards.
Thank you, thank you. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Good, good, good. I felt like Wizard of Oz back there. So like Sam said, first, I want to give all glory to God for any success we've achieved and hard work that has made all of this possible. And also, I want to recognize the incredible impact each of these clubs have made, along with the faculty, such as Dr. Clady, Klibanoff, Carbon, and of course, our Dean, John Kadis, and many others, as well as our amazing sponsors who have invested so much into developing our students. Your commitment is what truly equips GCU students to grow, prepare, and succeed in the financial world. Can we also give a quick round of applause for our faculty and sponsors? We just cannot give enough thanks. All right. If you win tonight, just remember who presented it. I expect full credit in future success stories. We hand out our Spotlight Awards to recognize standout students from each club, highlighting their impact, celebrating their contributions, and setting the standard for excellence within our community. These awards represent more than just achievement. They reflect the time, effort, and leadership each student has poured into building something bigger than themselves, especially in the Schwab lab till 2 a.m. It's our way of personally acknowledging the individuals who not only elevate their clubs, but also inspire those around them to grow and get better. So first off, we will start with Noah Smith. So our nominees for this are Jason Arbuckle, our new Wizard of Oz back there, Noah, and Colby.
If we could also get a drum roll, please, when we announce the winner. And the winner is Jason Arbuckle.
I just want to say what a great community we have here. Being able to really grow, joining the Smith last semester, and being able to have the opportunity to work with winners and just great people. I have to shout out my financial sector. I put you guys through the ringer with accounting questions, tests, and we're really doing it all together because I learned just as much from teaching you guys as you guys just taking the tests. Gotta say thank you to Carson, taking me under his wing. Grant over there too. Everybody here is a winner, and it's just great to be a part of a good team. So, thank you.
Thank you, Jason. All right, I know we've all been here for a while, so we're just going to run through these next ones.
Yep, absolutely. So our next is Finance and Econ. Our nominees are Michael Zamora, Ella Turner, and Brody Shepard. And our winner is...
Ella Turner. Thank you, Ella.
All right. Next is Accounting Society. Our nominees are Carl, Mia, and Sam. And our winner is...
Sam Alchin. Get on up here, Sam.
You got it. So from here, just from here on out, you got it. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's grab a little picture.
Thank you, Sam. All right, our next Spotlight Award is for FPA. The following nominees are Daniel Paulson, Paige Prentice, Maya Jacobs, and Roman Xenopoulos. And the winner is...
Paige Prentice.
No, I didn't know that.
Give a round of applause for Paige. All right. Our next Spotlight Award is for Women in Finance. The following nominees are Sarah Stander, Anna Boster, and Olivia Coates.
And our winner is Sarah
Stander.
Stander.
Give a round of applause for Sarah. Our next club up is Money Mentors. The following nominees are Colin Trang, Paul Escarcega, and Jack Randall. And the winner is...
Paul Escargo.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Paul.
Not the best with last names. And last but certainly not least, as Rex likes to call him, Tyrone, Dom, and Parker Pastrell. And our winner is...
Dominic Bahar.
Don't walk too fast now.
Congratulations. Perfect. Give a round of applause for Dom.
I'll just close out. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to trade places, go back to Wizard of Oz back there. But that's it. Next, we'll move on to our Servant Leadership Award.
Awesome. So thank you guys so much. So for our Servant Leadership Award, our first individual tonight is someone who we often speak about leading by serving. Here at GCU, that's something that we stand by. This award is to recognize a student who doesn't seek the spotlight, but instead shines it on others. Whether it's through her actions in the classroom or her character behind the scenes, she leads with humility and inspires everyone around her to be better. She has demonstrated that true influence isn't about power, it's about purpose and putting the needs of the community above her own. For her unwavering commitment to Christ-centered leadership, please join me in honoring Olivia Coates for the Servant Leadership Award. Next up is the Innovation Award, and the Innovation Award is presented to those who refuse to settle for the status quo. In an industry as fast-paced as finance, the ability to think creatively and to contribute meaningfully improves the entire community around them, and this is what separates the student as a leader. This year, the selection committee found it impossible to choose just one individual, as two students have equally demonstrated a remarkable drive for forward thinking. Both have contributed new ideas and have significantly strengthened their organizations and our campus community. They have shown us that innovation isn't just about being the next big thing, it's about the disciplined pursuit of excellence. So it is my privilege to present the Innovation Award to Jaden Nelson and Jaron Castellanos. Awesome. Our final award tonight is our faculty award, and this I can personally attest to. While we as students put in the work, we are only able to reach our potential because of the mentors who have invested in us. This individual has made a profound impact on our lives far beyond the syllabus. He is known not just for his expertise in the field, but for countless hours spent in office hours, which I can attest I bothered him a lot. But he also gives a lot of career-driven advice after class and is genuinely caring and genuinely does care about every student's success. He has been a teacher, a mentor, and a constant source of support for the next generation of financial professionals. His dedication to our growth and his lasting contribution to the Colangelo College of Business is not unnoticed. So please help me recognize Professor Alan Klibanoff. Awesome. Well, what a great night. Let's give it up one more time for our winners and nominees. You all did a great job. And thank you so much to our sponsors for sticking with us. I hope you found your next star employee tonight, or at least someone that can explain to you why it's cheaper to do laundry on an island than at GCU. Yes, we do pay for laundry. So, I'm Noah. It's been a pleasure to be your host this evening. If you take away anything from there we go. If you take anything from tonight's show, it's to keep your lopes up and your liabilities down. So, please welcome Maya and Paige back on the stage to wrap things up for this evening.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the Finance Society Spotlight. Can we just give it a round of applause one more time? Thank you. Awesome.
Seriously, thank you all so much for being here. This event would not have been a success without the support of each and every one of you. It really means a lot. We hope to see you back here next year for this event. We really appreciate it. Thank you again to our sponsors, Vanguard, Thrivent, and everyone else on the screen behind me. There's far too many university partners and sponsors to count. But seriously, thank you guys so much. It has been an awesome evening. If there's still food left, please go get it. Take some drinks home. Get some pictures. Get on the LinkedIn grind. Go get some photos. Network. Let's get on with it. Thank you guys so much for a great evening.